Hello everyone, welcome to the virtual class of investment accounting. In previous session, I have discussed all the terminologies and important concepts used in this chapter and also discussed journal entries and ledger posting. This is my humble request to you all to watch previous two sessions very carefully because I have covered all technical aspects of the chapter in previous two sessions. From this lecture, I would like to incorporate full length question of investment accounting. Let us refer the question available on your screen. Mr. X provides you following information related to 12% Reserve Bank of India RBI bonds. Interest is paid thrice, means 3 times in the year, visually on April 30, 31st August and 31st December every year. This particular information is important for us because we need to pay interest to the investors 3 times in the year, or you can say these dates are notified dates, as I have discussed in very first lecture. The company will pay interest to investors on 30th April, 31st August and 31st December. So this is one of the most important information given to us over here. We need to focus on this information very carefully. In the given table, we have information of dates of transaction that we need to execute in proper sequence. Face value of the investment either purchased or sold. Market rate, information related to brokerage is also given, and in remarks it is mentioned that it is either X interest purchase or cum interest purchase. So the column of remarks is very much important for us to interpret at the time of calculation. Here, using this information, we need to prepare an investment account for the financial year 2018-19. Before starting solution of the problem, it is necessary for us to analyze the question very carefully. So let us start our solution with the analysis of the question. On your screen, you can find something mentioned over here. Let us understand what is this. As per the information, we need to pay interest on April 30, 31st August and 31st December. So, the investment issuing authority is paying interest 3 times in the year. Naturally, there are 12 months in the year. If you are paying interest 3 times, so at the end of 4 months each, the company is paying interest on investment. You can calculate January, February, March and April. First 4 months, interest paid on 30th April. May, June, July, August interest is paid on 31st August. September, October, November and December. Interest is paid on 31st December. So 3 times in the year for the period of 4 months each. As per our information, our financial year is 2018-19. So from 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. Now we need to understand the last date of payment of interest before commencement of the year, that is 1st April 2018, 31st December 2017, and duration between last payment date and the date of year commencement is 3 months. So we can say that interest for the period of 3 months is accrued on opening balance of the investment. I know you are a little bit confused with the data, but let me explain through this chart. This chart is specifically used for the analysis of your understanding. After understanding this chart, try to connect the information written on your screen. This is the date of your financial year. 1st April 2018, it is opening date, and 31st March 2019, it is a closing date. Now, as per information, we need to pay 1, 2 and 3 interest on the investment 3 times. So in between 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019, first time we need to pay interest on 30th April. Second time we will pay interest on 31st of August. And last time payment during this financial year is 31st December 2018. So in between 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019, we used to pay interest 3 times. Number 1, number 2 and number 3. I hope all of you are clear with this. अब ये क्वेश्चन जब हमारे पास ओपनिंग स्टॉक होगा तब आएगा, लेकिन हम समझ तो अभी ही लेंगे, बिकॉज इन दिस क्वेश्चन वी डू नॉट हैव ओपनिंग स्टॉक. अगर कंपनी यहां पे 31 दिसंबर 2018 को आखिरी बार पेमेंट करती है इस साल में, तो पिछले साल कंपनी ने कब पेमेंट किया होगा? देन द कंपनी हैड पेड amount on 31st December 2017 in last year. That we have written over here. You can read this line at your own and now you can interpret. हमारा ये साल जब शुरू हुआ 1 अप्रैल 2018 को, उससे पहले आखिरी बार कंपनी ने कब इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट किया था? तो वो टाइम है 31 दिसंबर 2017. हमें कैलकुलेट क्यों करना है? क्योंकि जब हमारे पास ओपनिंग स्टॉक होगा तब क्या होगा? 1 अप्रैल 2018 तक का इंटरेस्ट इस इन्वेस्टमेंट पे ड्यू हुआ है, जनवरी, फरवरी एंड मार्च, लेकिन हमें मिला नहीं है क्योंकि मिलने वाला कब है? अप्रैल 30 को. So this information will play an important role in solution of your problem. So consider this information very seriously. Now, after this understanding, let us move to the flow chart of the transaction. If you prepare this flow chart very properly, believe me, you can score marks in full, because after preparation of the sequence, everything is very easy. The first date of the year, 1st April 2018. Opening balance is 0. There is no balance available with the investor in the beginning of the year. अगर हमारे पास ओपनिंग बैलेंस होती तो हम डेफिनेटली यहां पे अमाउंट इंसर्ट करते. नेक्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन as per the information given to us in our question, on 1st April 2018 we have purchased investment of rupees 80,000. What is the duration of the transaction? Date from the last payment date of interest. यहां पर हमने लास्ट पेमेंट डेट और आज की तारीख के बीच में जो डिफरेंस है वो यहां पे लिखा है. इट्स 3 months. Why? That you need to remember. We have paid last time interest on 31st December 2017. So 31st December 2017 onwards till 1st April 2018. January, February and March. So in these 3 months we have some accrued or due interest on this transaction. So let us move to the next transaction. Next transaction is something special. As I have marked, there is a transaction with these 2 arrows, and this is for your reference. Check it. April 30, 2018. April 30, 2018 is the date of interest. April 30, August 31st and December 31st, that we have decided. So this is the date of interest received. Now, what was our opening balance? Our opening balance was 0. We have purchased the investment of rupees 80,000. It means on April 30, we are owner of the investment of rupees 80,000. हमारे पास ओपनिंग बैलेंस 0 थी. यहाँ पे हमने 80,000 की परचेज की. तो जब हमें 30 अप्रैल को इंटरेस्ट मिलने वाला है तब हमारे पास इन्वेस्टमेंट है 80,000. एंड व्हाट इज द ड्यूरेशन फ्रॉम द लास्ट पेमेंट डेट? December 17. So January, February, March and April 30. So the duration is 4 months. I hope everybody is clear with this. Now enter next transaction. Next transaction is executed on 1st June 2018. What happened on 1st June 2018? We have purchased investment of rupees 1,20,000 and the period is 1 month. यहां पे आप गलती कर सकते हो. This is the point where you may commit a mistake. So to avoid the mistake, it is necessary for you to concentrate on each and every date. अगर आप अपने हिसाब से सोचोगे तो आपको क्या लगेगा कि लास्ट पेमेंट डेट कौन सी थी? 31 दिसंबर 2017. सो कितने महीने होने चाहिए? जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च, अप्रैल और मई. 5 months. बट आई हैव रिटन ओवर हियर ओनली 1 month. क्यों? क्योंकि आप ये भूल गए कि हमने लास्ट इंटरेस्ट अभी अभी पेमेंट किया है, दैट इज ऑन April 30. So again follow your calculation. Difference between last payment date of interest till the date of transaction. लास्ट पेमेंट डेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से हमें कैलकुलेशन करना है. सो जब हम 1 जून को कैलकुलेशन करेंगे तब लास्ट पेमेंट डेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कौन सी आएगी? April 30. And that is why I have marked this thing very separately, so as you can identify this thing very easily, right? So the difference is only 1 month from April 30 to 1st June. Next date of transaction is 1st August 2018. What happened on 1st August 2018? Sell worth rupees 1 lakh and the period is 3 months. Difference between last payment date of interest, so this is last payment date of interest, till the date of transaction. So the date of transaction is 1st August. So May, June and July. August is not considered because the transaction is happened on first date. So the period is 3 months. Then again same mark because it is the date of interest, 31st August 2018. On 31st August 2018 we will receive interest on rupees 1 lakh. फिर से कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा. We had investment of rupees 80,000 on last payment date of interest. जब हमने 30th अप्रैल को कैलकुलेशन किया था तब हमारे पास इन्वेस्टमेंट थे 80,000 के. On 1st June, we have purchased for 1,20,000. So कुल मिला के कितने हुए? कुल मिला के हुए 2 लाख. कैसे 2 लाख हुए अब बताओ? 80,000 that we had plus 1,20,000 purchased by us. So total 2 lakhs. Out of these 2 lakhs, on 1st August, we have sold for 1 lakh. So out of these 2 lakhs, we have sold for 1 lakh. So balance amount available with the investor is rupees 1 lakh and the period is 4 months. How to calculate? From the last date of interest till the date of transaction, April 30 to August 31st, May, June, July and August. So 4 months. Now for your reference, I would like to inform you that now this is the date of last interest payment because we have received interest on this date. So next transaction is all about transaction of interest. So 31st December 2018, because in between August and December there is no transaction related to purchase or sell. So interest received on 1 lakh. Duration is 4 months. Last payment date 31st August and till the date of transaction. And on 1st March 2019, we have sold investment worth rupees 1 lakh. Now last interest payment date is 31st December to 1st March. So period involved in this calculation is 2 months. And at the end of the year, nothing is rest with us, because we were owner of the securities on 31st December 2018 for rupees 1 lakh, and we have sold these securities on 1st March. हमारे पास 1 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट था, हमने 1 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट बेच दिया। इसका मतलब अब हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है। आफ्टर दिस अंडरस्टैंडिंग you can give number to each and every transaction for your reference. Say number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 and number 7. It means we need to calculate 7 items in all. Let us calculate all 7 items, pass journal entries and enter into ledger. Number 1. Number 1 is all about purchase on 1st April 2018. Face value of the transaction is rupees 80,000. Market rate is given in the question at the rate of rupees 101, and the condition is X interest. It means these 101 is given only for security. Interest is extra that we will calculate. Brokerage at the rate of 1%. Nothing is given as suffix to this 1%. When no information is given related to brokerage, it is chargeable on market value of the transaction. It is a principle that you need to remember. And a period involved in this calculation, 3 months. Just for your reference, I would like to recall you the calculation of the period for 3 months. Let us visit again. See, we have completed calculation of 3 months over here, right? So these 3 months or the calculation of period mentioned over here will be useful to us in order to calculate amount of interest on each and every transaction. So it's a very first question, and that is why I have given enough time to this understanding. For next part, definitely will spend less time on this. I hope all of you are clear with the period involved over here. Now, calculation is quite common. If you have attended previous session very carefully, you can easily calculate the amount. The amount of our solution, face value is 80,000, market rate is 101. 80,000 multiplied by 101 divided by 100. So market value of the security is 80,800. It is a transaction of purchase. In case of purchase, amount of brokerage is included. So we need to add brokerage at the rate of 1%. Here nothing is given to us. And as per principle, when no information is given related to calculation of the brokerage, it is always chargeable on market value. So market value is 80,800. 1% of this 80,800 is rupees 808. So amount of brokerage is 808, and it is X interest purchase. It means the price is charged for securities only. So the first place is for capital cost. What is the capital cost? 81,608. But we need to pay interest for the period involved in this calculation, 3 months, as an extra amount to the seller. So we need to add the amount of interest. 80,000 rupees of face value, 12% rate of interest, and period involved is 3 months. So amount of interest is 2,400, and the total amount paid to purchase this security is 84,008 rupees. So journal entry for this transaction, 12% RBI bonds, or you can say investment account debited 81,608. Investment account is always debited at cost price, that we have discussed earlier. Interest account debited, interest involved in this calculation 2,400. 2. Total amount paid 84,008. Once you calculate flow chart of the transaction, rest of all other items are quite common. Let us enter this journal entry in the ledger. In the books of Mr. X, 12% RBI bonds or investment account for the year ending on 31st March 2019. We need to prepare an account with multiple columns, including face value, interest, and cost on debit side and credit side. 1st April 2018 to balance, that is opening balance. In our question, information related to opening balance is not given, so I have marked as dash. The first transaction that we have completed just now is related to purchase. Entry is investment account debited, interest account debited to bank account. So let us post this entry in the account. Debit side of investment account, date is 1st April, transaction particular to bank account, face value of the transaction is 80,000, interest involved in this calculation is 2,400, and capital cost of the investment is 81,608. You can check capital cost 81,608, interest account 2,400, and face value is rupees 80,000. So we have inserted everything very properly in our account. So let us move to transaction number 2. Transaction number 2 is all about इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड ऑन अप्रैल 30. आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि हमने पहले वो फ्लो चार्ट क्यों तैयार किया था? ताकि हमें पता चले कि पहले नंबर पर यह कैलकुलेशन करना है, दूसरे नंबर पर यह करना है, तीसरे नंबर पर यह करना है, ताकि एक भी कैलकुलेशन हमसे छूट ना जाए. फेस वैल्यू ऑफ द सिक्योरिटीज हेल्ड ऑन अप्रैल 30, 2018 80,000. जब इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन की बारी आई तब हमारे पास सिक्योरिटी थी 80,000 की. पीरियड इन्वॉल्व्ड इन दिस कैलकुलेशन 4 months that we have already marked in our flow chart. So let us calculate amount of interest received. I is equal to P, principal amount, R, rate of interest, and N, period. 80,000 for months and 12%. So amount of interest received is rupees 3,200. As we have received amount on our investment, very simple journal entry. Bank account debited 3,200 to interest account 3,200. we have received amount of interest on our investment. Let us post this item in our account. Credit side, April 30, date by bank account. Amount of interest is 3,200. No face value and no capital cost. In case of interest received, we need to pass effect of interest only, but in case of sell and purchase, we need to add face value and capital cost as well. You can check amount in journal entry. So I hope all of you are clear with these calculations. Now move to the third transaction in our sequence. It is all about purchase on 1st June 2018. Let us prepare the summary of the transaction from our question. Face value of the transaction 1,20,000. Market rate rupees 103 cum interest. It means this 103 is given including the amount of outstanding interest. Brokerage clearly mentioned over here 2% on face value. So it is instructed in the question. So we need to follow the instruction given by the examiner. And period involved in this calculation is 1 month. I'm sure that all of you are clear with the summary of the transaction. Let us move to the calculation part. Transaction number 3, cum interest purchase. Face value is rupees 1,20,000. Market rate is 103. So market value of the securities 1,20,000 multiplied by 103 for every 100 rupees. So this amount comes to 1,23,600. As per information, we need to charge brokerage at 2% on face value. Face value is 1,20,000. So 2% on this 1,20,000 is 2,400. So total amount paid for purchase in X interest at a first step we used to calculate capital cost, but in a cum interest we used to calculate total amount paid for purchase. So total amount paid for purchase is rupees 1,26,000. Now this amount is paid for 3 items: investment, brokerage and interest, because the price is referred to as cum interest. So in order to calculate our capital cost, we need to deduct amount of interest. Rate of interest is 12%. Period involved in this calculation is 1 month. So 1,20,000 face value. Interest is always calculated on face value. 1,20,000, 12% rate of interest, and the period involved in this calculation is 1 month. So amount of interest involved in this transaction is 1,200. So out of 1,26,000, 1,200 is paid for interest. So capital cost for this investment is rupees 1,24,800. Let us pass journal entry for this transaction. Date 1st June 2018. We have purchased securities. So 12% bonds account or investment account, always at cost price, and the cost price is 1,24,800. So investment account debited 1,24,000. Interest account debited 1,200. and total amount paid is 1,26,000. So with this, our transaction related to purchase cum interest comes to an end. Let us post this entry into ledger. Refer investment account, date 1st June, to bank account. Face value of the transaction is 1,20,000. Interest involved in this transaction is 1,200, and capital cost as per our calculation is rupees 1,24,800. You can recheck the journal entry. Investment account debited 1,24,800. Interest account debited 1,200, and face value is given over here as rupees 1,20,000. So we have inserted everything very carefully in investment account. Let us move to step number 4. Step number 4 is all about transaction of sale executed on 1st August 2018. Refer the information given in the question carefully and our flow chart in order to calculate the period of difference and everything. Face value of the transaction is rupees 1 lakh. Market rate rupees 105, and in a remarks column it is written as X interest. It means these rupees 105 is only for security. We need to pay or we need to receive amount of interest extra in addition. Brokerage 1%. Nothing is given with this 1%. It means brokerage is chargeable at the rate of 1% on market value. Period involved in this calculation 3 months. You need to again visit focus our flowchart. This is summary of our transaction. It is advisable to prepare this kind of summary for each and every transaction to avoid the mistake. Let us calculate market value of the security 1,05,000. 1 lakh rupees given over here 105. So 1 lakh multiplied by 105 divided by 100. So the value of security is 1,05,000. It is a transaction of sale. In case of sale, we need to deduct the brokerage. Brokerage at the rate of 1%. Nothing is given over here. So if nothing is given, it means it is a percentage on market value. 1,05,000, 1%, 1050. 1,05,000 minus 1050 is equal to 1,03,950. Don't forget that this transaction is X interest transaction. So first we'll get our capital cost. And capital cost is 1,03,950. Now we need to charge additional interest, extra interest. So interest is add. Period involved in this calculation 3 months. Interest is always calculated on face value. Face value 1 lakh, rate of interest 12%, and the period involved is 3 months. So the amount of interest included in this transaction is 3,000. So we will total receive 1,06,950. 1,03,950 for security and 3,000 rupees extra for interest. Let us pass journal entry of these transaction. 1st August 2018, bank account debited, that is a total amount received 1,06,950. Investments sold, so to investment account 1,03,950 at cost price, and interest involved in this transaction is rupees 3,000. So in this way we can pass journal entry for the transaction of sell. Now post this journal entry into ledger, and in ledger posting we need to pass effect of the transaction of sell on move to the investment account. Credit side of investment account, date 1st August, particular by bank account because we have received the amount. Face value of the transaction is rupees 1 lakh. Interest involved in this calculation is 3,000, and the capital cost of the transaction is 1,03,950. You can check journal entry over here. Face value 1 lakh, interest 3,000, and capital cost 1,03,950. So in this way we can add transaction into our ledger. Let us move to transaction number 5. Transaction number 5 is all about interest received on 31st August 2018. Face value of the securities on 31st August 1 lakh. Period involved in the calculation 4 months. So amount of interest received 1 lakh, principal amount, 4 months period involved, and the rate of interest is 12%. So amount of interest received is rupees 4,000. After calculation of interest rupees 4,000, let us pass journal entry of this transaction. Date 31st August, bank account debited, as we have received rupees 4,000 for interest, to interest account. Now enter this interest in our ledger. 31st August, by bank account, amount of interest received is rupees 4,000. So nothing is so special in this calculation. Let us check journal entry again for your reference. Transaction number 5, amount of interest calculated by us 4,000, bank account debited 4,000 to interest account. Fine. So once you pass journal entry in a proper way, you can easily complete your investment account very easily. Let us move to transaction number 6 in our sequence. As per our sequence, we need to calculate interest on 31st December 2018. That is third time interest received during the year. Face value of the securities held on same date 1 lakh. Reason, because in between 31st August to 31st December, there were neither transactions of purchase nor sales. इन दोनों डेट्स के बीच में कुछ परचेज सेल नहीं हुआ है. इसका मतलब इन्वेस्टमेंट जैसे के तैसे ही रहेंगे 1 lakh. Period involved from 31st August to 31st December, 4 months. And amount of interest received same 4,000. क्योंकि ये तो कॉमन सेंस की बात है. पीरियड सेम है, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट सेम है, प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट भी सेम है. अगर सब कुछ सेम है तो अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट भी सेम रहनी चाहिए. जर्नल एंट्री सेम, बैंक अकाउंट डेबिटेड 4,000 to interest account 4,000. let us post this entry in our account. Credit side, by bank account, date 31st of December, amount 4,000. You can check for your cross verification. Transaction number 6 in our sequence. We have completed a calculation of interest received on 31st December. Amount of interest received is rupees 4,000. So bank account debited to interest account credited. We have passed entry into our account. Now, seventh and last transaction of this question. Let us refer the transaction. Sale on 1st March 2019. Prepare the summary of the transaction. Face value rupees 1 lakh. Market rate 108 x interest. So this 108 is all about security. Interest is extra. Brokerage, as per the given information, 2% on face value. Here it is compulsory for us to charge brokerage at the rate of 2% on face value, as it is clearly mentioned in our question. Period involved in this calculation, 2 months. Last date of payment was 31st December and the date of sale is 1st March. So in between these two dates, duration is January full, February full. So 2 months. Let us calculate transaction number for X interest sale, not for transaction number 7. Market value of the securities 1 lakh rupees, 108. So market value of the security is rupees 1,08,000. So market value is given over here. Brokerage, as per information, 2% on face value. Face value is 1 lakh. So 2% of 1 lakh. So amount of brokerage is 2,000. This is a transaction of sale. So amount of brokerage is deducted. So 1,08,000 minus 2,000. So capital cost is 1,06,000. Now it is X interest transaction. So we need to calculate and add the interest. Face value 1 lakh. Interest is always chargeable on face value. Rate of interest is 12% and the period involved in this calculation 2 months. So amount of interest involved in this transaction is 2,000. Capital cost 1,06,000. 2,000 we will charge extra. So we will receive total amount of rupees 1,08,000. It is stereotype calculation for cum interest and X interest transaction. So be very much clear fundamentally for this. Journal entry for this transaction. So journal entry for this transaction. Bank account debited, total amount received 1,08,000. To investment account credited. Capital cost of the transaction 1,06,000 and to interest account 2,000. Let us post this entry in our ledger. 1st March 2019 by bank account. Face value of the transaction, you can check over here, 1 lakh. Capital cost of the transaction 1,06,000 and interest 2,000. So 1 lakh rupees for face value, 2,000 rupees for interest and capital cost of the transaction 1,06,000. You can check calculation of transaction number 7 over here. Right? Now In this equation, nothing is rest as a closing balance. So we need to complete our account. Now the account is available on your screen, and right from standard 11 all of you are aware that how to close the account. So let us close the account first. Total of the face value on both the side 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. There is no difference in the face value column. Interest amount of credit side is 16,200, which is higher. So we have already inserted 16,200 over here. क्योंकि अकाउंट में एक रूल होता है, जिस साइड का टोटल ज्यादा हो वो दोनों साइड आता है, आपको पता ही होगा. Cost total of credit side is higher, so we have inserted on both the side, and we have to find difference. No difference in face value column. Amount of difference 12,600 and cost 3,542. On 31st March 2019, we have transferred this amount to profit and loss account. I just want to clear one thing with you. In some of the books, it is also mentioned that this 12,600 is transferred separately to interest and dividend account. Let me show you once. So you can check on your screen. On 31st March 2019, you can transfer these 12,600 rupees to interest and dividend account, and amount of profit 3,542 to profit and loss account. If you have one and only investment in your portfolio, लेकिन यहाँ पे गलत बात यह है कि जब आप बोल रहे हो portfolio, it means you have multiple investments. So when you have only one investment, you can directly shift this 12,600 to profit and loss. But if you have many more investments, say for example, RBI bonds, SBI bonds, Government of India bonds, state government bonds, these bonds, that bonds. In this situation, you need to prepare this kind of account for each and every type of securities held by Mr. X. And at the end of the year, all amount of interest and dividend shifted to one common account. This common account is known as interest and dividend account. And at the end of the year, the balance of that interest and dividend transferred to profit and loss account. समझ में आ रहा है? अगर आपके पास एक भी इन्वेस्टमेंट और नहीं है, सिर्फ यही है, you can shift this interest directly to credit side of profit and loss account. लेकिन आपके पास बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हैं, तो आप सभी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पे आपको मिल रही जो अमाउंट है इंटरेस्ट या डिविडेंड के तौर पर, आप सभी अमाउंट को एक जगह इकट्ठा करेंगे और एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर यू विल स्विच ओवर एंटायर इंटरेस्ट एंड डिविडेंड फ्रॉम इट्स स्पेसिफिक अकाउंट टू क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. सो इन दिस वे you can prepare your account in final examination to score 20 marks. Process is a little bit lengthy, but it's very easy because stereotype calculation is required. I hope all of you are clear with the solution of first full length question of investment accounting. Thank you. God bless you. Keep learning, keep growing. I wish आप ये क्वेश्चन 2-3 बार अवश्य देखेंगे और अपने नोट्स तैयार करेंगे. See you in next virtual class.